Well, good morning everybody. So it's a cold one today, actually probably one of our coldest mornings. So actually for the first time I'm going to hike with a mid-layer as well. So we're off to Wairaki Hut's the first hut. That'll be our sort of midday stop. And then we're going to push through to what we call Telford campsite. Terrain-wise, we're expecting similar to what we had yesterday. Bit of tussock grass and then in and out of the bush a little bit. And there is quite a big climb at the end of the day, the very end of the day. Not now when we need it to warm ourselves up. But either way, we'll push on. I understand I can hear a river. Apparently there's a swing bridge. Christine could see it yesterday when she went down to wash off in the river. And I'll show you the track as we go. Bye. Well, that's nice. First thing in the morning, we actually get a swing bridge. Don't have to get our feet wet. And the hut that we stayed in is just up there. You wouldn't quite see it, but right in that corner in the middle of my screen in the corner of the trees. Just gorgeous little stream running through all these ferns. Okay, first sign for a while, but we're 3k from Lower Wairaki. I was saying, well, I think we've done less than 5.25 hours from here. Another 45 minutes, hopefully it'll take us a little less than that. And I haven't shown a lot of footage, simply this is just gorgeous, gorgeous beech forest again. I showed you so much of that footage yesterday. And we came across that grassy plain when we first left the hut. We walked into the beech forest. I think I showed a video clip as I left the grassy plain into the beech forest. And we've just been walking in gorgeous beech forest ever since. We haven't gone through a grassy plain or anything. So what a beautiful, beautiful day on the TA. Fun and games on the TA. Which way around this one? I don't know how far away the hut is from here, but it might be close because it's a good water source, but beautiful spots on that far bank for camping, that's for sure. Absolutely lovely. You can see by all the flat grass there have been people camping here. Can't blame them. And we just go up this bank here. Looks like it's going to open out up here a little bit, so maybe the hut's just up the top here. We'll go have a look. Alright, still no hut. There's a big triangle in the tree over here. We'll head back in the bush over there and see. Well, there we go. We've made Lower Wairaki Hut said 6 hours when we left. We've done it in pretty much 4.5 hours exactly. So nice to be a little bit ahead of time, have a bit of an early lunch break here. And the next stage is just straight up. I think it's 500 metre climb, 500 metres down to Telford campsite. We'll see how we go on that one, but let's have a little break first. So just doing a bit of water filtering. I'm back down where I showed you those nice campsites by the river. And just up there on that flat piece of grass, there's definitely the hut's just around the corner up there. So not too far to this river. The water tank was empty. Well, that clip just shows I'm still in this gorgeous, gorgeous beech forest. But we have that 500 metre climb. This terrain, it's going to change quickly. We're about to go up. And I will struggle a bit, I know. I'm feeling a bit just tired in the legs. Been there before, obviously, when you're this far through the TA. But I think our cumulative elevation yesterday was over 800 metres still. And this 500 metres straight up is on the end of the day today. But you might recall when I climbed Mount Alice, I came out of Upper Wairoa Hut in the Richmond Ranges. And I had beautiful weather in there. And I showed you a view over the city of Nelson, and it looked out to the ocean, and I said, that's the last time I'm going to see the ocean for some time. I said, we're going to go down the centre of the South Island. The next time I'll see the ocean is if I make it into Southland, and that's today. Gorgeous, gorgeous weather today. We're so lucky again. I've got this 500 metre climb. Apparently at the top, it'll be the first time I see that south coast of New Zealand. We won't see Bluff, but we will see the south coast. A couple of days after that, when we go into the Longwoods, there's a climb there. And if we have perfect weather as we have today, in that location, we will actually see Bluff way out to the east. That'll be our first look at the actual finish point. But it'll still be nice today to get up there. Fingers crossed this weather stays the way it is. And to look out. And every time, for weeks and weeks now, I look south, all I've seen is mountains that I had to navigate my way through. This time I'll see a few mountains and then the ocean. And I know I don't have to go any further south. When I get there, we head east to the finish line. So really looking forward to that bit. Not so much looking forward to the climb. Had to fill up with water too, not a lot of water sources. So my pack's heavy. It's just added 1.5 kilograms. Now, I'll stop talking. Let's get on with the climbing. Well, I've just made the summit now, and that was 500 metre climb. It doesn't actually get any easier. You just recover quicker and you can keep going for longer, but it still feels the same. And camp mother Christine had a look here. How much elevation? What's our cumulative elevation today?
1,021 metres so far.
1,021 metres so far, so that's like a Richmond day. This TA hasn't finished with us yet, but I'll spin the camera around. What a view. And we can see the land sort of running out among the misty rain. Is our first look at the ocean. And when I was on Mount Alice, I said that only a couple of weeks into January, that's the last time I'll see the ocean for a few weeks, because we go down the centre of the South Island, and I was true to my word. We haven't seen the ocean for ages. I'll spin the camera around. So here we go. That's sort of looking southeast, so somewhere there in the distance we can't see it. It's Bluff, our destination. We might see it in a couple of days. And we're going along this ridge line now, and we're going to drop down. Everything we just climbed, that 500, we're going to drop down again. We're going to get to this Telford campsite and go on from there. We're hoping to find a new hut just past there that's not actually on the maps. And hopefully we're the only ones that are aware of it. We can get a bed tonight, but it's a little bit windy up here. But here, we're going to have a nice view on the way down. I'll try and show you as we go. We're not staying too long without moving because it's getting cold. I don't know if you can hear in the wind, but we're straight down this ridge over here. Maybe we get back in the tree line just down there. That's the ridge we came down from. So we're trying to find this hut, and the arrow is actually just a trail marker in the tree, and there's a rope to help you across the river, although it's not that deep. I don't think we'll need that. So once we crossed the river, we sort of wandered up through that grassy flat, followed the four-wheel drive track, and this is what Dougies Hut looks like, just nestled in the trees there. So heaps of firewood though, so definitely if it gets cold tonight, we're going to be cosy in that little hut, that's for sure. There's already 3 people, me and Christine, that makes 5. There's 1 bed left. Well, I've had a few good toilets on the trail, but this one sort of takes the cake. I guess you don't go to the toilet when it's raining, but you got a view. Well, there's my view, and not the most private. If I zoom in here, you can see the tents of people, so I better be quick. Alright, just summing up for the day. Felt pretty tired today actually, and it turned out we did about over 1,000 metres of cumulative climbing, and on the back of yesterday that was 800 and something metres cumulative climbing. I had a rest day before that obviously, but the day before that I did like a 41.5 kilometre day or something before I went in and had a rest, so maybe things catching up to me a little bit, but it's always nice to have that feeling now that there's only one more big climb to go. Beautiful scenery coming down that ridge line. It was just a bit cold to stay up there and really give you some good camera shots, and we could see the longwoods on the way down and they were in rain, which is exactly what we don't really want, but anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, Linton Station tomorrow, that's non-stop, no water supply the whole way over, and then we get a cruisy nightcap hotel and a hotel meal, and a nice breakfast the next day, and we can stock up a few things at 4 Square, so there might be a few treats for the last 3 days until we get through to Colic Bay. All right, we'll take you for the ride with us, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.